Today I want to share with you these 4 best indicators that I have found on TradingView platform, and after using these indicators you will get amazing results. But before we get started, please make sure to subscribe to this channel, as this channel is currently new and I'm trying to post consistently, so a sub to this channel would be awesome. Now let's get started with the video. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about the indicator that is in 4th place in our list. So this indicator is trading ABC. In order to apply the indicator, go towards the indicator tab and here search for the trading ABC, and this indicator is created by Lonesome the Blue. Now once I apply it to the chart, don't get confused by the shape of this indicator because it is quite unusual compared to the other indicators that we have discussed in our channel. But after I explain it, it will become pretty simple. This indicator works by creating a cloud of exponential and simple moving averages, and these simple and exponential moving averages are based on 150, 200, 420 and 40 EMA. You can change these settings and you can change these EMAs to change the shape of this cloud. After that, it creates a zigzag using the zigzag period in the settings, and you can also specify this length for this zigzag period. After creating these zigzags, it checks, using the last 2 zigzags, it checks if there is a suitable ABC pattern forming in the market, and then using the Fibonacci levels, and it also calculates the error rate. After doing that, after looking for the formation of ABC pattern, it checks if the price bounces after the formation of that ABC pattern. As you can see here, there is the formation of ABC pattern and then there is the bounce of the price. So if there are bounces, it draws either green or red triangles based on the pattern that is forming in the market. So as you can see here, it plotted these green triangles and here it plotted these red triangles, and where there are multiple bounces, it will plot multiple triangles. Now let's go ahead and talk about how this indicator generates signals and how you can use them. So as you can see here, with the formation of this green cloud, that means that the market is in bullish direction and bulls are in control. And after that, you can see that there is the formation of this ABC pattern, and with the formation of this ABC pattern, you can see the price action is above the cloud. So here you can see that the indicator is generating these buy signals, and these signals are plotted because the market is in bullish condition and there is the formation of the price action is above the cloud, and there's the formation of ABC pattern. So we can use these signals in order to take long positions. Similarly, for the sell signal, you can see that there is the formation of this red cloud, which means that the bears are in momentum and market is moving in the bearish direction. And whenever that condition is existing and market is in bearish momentum, and there is the formation of this bearish ABC triangle pattern forming. So after the formation of this pattern and the price action is below this cloud, the indicator is printing these sell signals, and as you can see, these sell signals are pretty profitable and you can use these signals in order to take trades. I would not recommend you to use this indicator on its own because it does give a lot of false signals, and in order to avoid the false signals, I would recommend you to use it along with any confluence. For example, we can go ahead to the indicator chat tab, and here we can search for heat map volume indicator, and using this volume we can take more confirmed entries and increase the win probability of our trades. So whenever there is a high volume in the market, the color of these bars should either be red or yellow, and whenever there is a signal, we can confirm and recheck by referring to this volume indicator, and if both the conditions meet, we can take those trades. For example, here you can see that there is this buy signal generated on this candle, and here you can see the volume is in yellow, so we can take this trade. And as you can see, the market did go in the bearish direction, bullish direction, and in this case here you can see that the volume is not confirming this signal, so we would not take this trade. And using these volume indicators and volume signals, you can avoid a lot of false entries. Here as well, let's take a look at any other trade. For example, in this case here, you can see that there is a buy signal generated in the market, but the volume is not there, so we will not take this trade. And if we go back, we can see again here there is a sell signal, but there is no volume in the market, so we'll avoid this trade. And let's go ahead and look for any other entries that we can find. So in this case here, you can see that there is this strong red bar forming here, and also there is this sell signal, so we would take this trade, and this trade did go in the favor of the sellers. So with the confirmation of this volume, we are able to avoid all these false signals, and we can only take these pinpoint entries. And using this combination, you can take a lot of profitable trades. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about the indicator in the third place, that is support and resistance levels by Lux Algo. So we can go towards the indicator tab, and here we can search for this indicator, and we can add this to a chart. Now this indicator is pretty simple, but it's pretty effective because it draws the simple support and resistance levels onto the chart, and there are multiple strategies that you can use this indicator with. For example, you can use this indicator standalone with the support and resistance levels, or you can use it as a key level in your other strategies. And if we go ahead and take a look at some examples, as you can see here, there is this resistance level forming, and with the bounce of the price from this resistance level, you can take a short position at this bounce. Also, you can use the breakouts from a support or resistance level as your entries. For example, here you can see that the market is breaking out this support zone with the formation of this bearish pin bar. So with the formation of this bearish pin bar here, it is confirmed that the sellers are in momentum, so the market will go in the bearish direction. So there are a lot of strategies that you can use this indicator, and I mostly use this indicator as a confluence with other indicators, but as you can see here, again, it works pretty well on its own as well, because the market is bouncing from this support zone, and then after the formation of this bounce, the market gave this impulsive move in the bullish direction. So we can capture this move by using this indicator. One thing I would like to mention is that this indicator is lagging because it does not plot the support and resistance levels in real time, because it uses the latest candles to draw these support and resistance levels. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about the indicator in the second place, and that indicator is CM-Gann's high and low indicator version 2. So we can add this to a chart, and this indicator is created by Chris Moody. So now this indicator draws a lot of drawings onto the chart. First of all, let's talk about these vertical bars, and these bars are used as buy and sell signals. These bars are pretty accurate on their own. For example, here you can see that this is giving us a sell signal, and we can take a short position at the close of this candle here and put a stop loss at the last swing high, and we can use this as our entry point. And also here you can see that the indicator is giving us a buy signal at the close of this candle here, so we can take a long position at the close of this candle. We can put our stop loss here, and this trade could have been a high risk to our ratio trade. Now on its own, I would not recommend you to use this indicator because it does give a lot of false signals as well, and these red and green triangles can also be used as entry points and entry signals, but these signals are not very accurate. And also here, these green and purple lines indicate the short-term momentum. For example, whenever there is a purple line in the market, that indicates that the sellers are in momentum, and whenever there is this green line in the market, that indicates that the buyers are in momentum. But I find them pretty distracting, so we can go towards the indicator settings, and in the style we can hide these lines. For example, here we can hide these lines, and also we can hide these triangles so that we do not get distracted. And also, in order to increase the probability of these indicator, we can use this with a ZLSMA indicator. So this zero lag LSMA indicator by Veripid works very perfectly with this indicator, and we can avoid a lot of false signals. For example, here you can see that when the price is below this ZLSMA line, that would mean that the buyers are not in control, so we will not take any long positions. And whenever the price action is above this ZLSMA line, we will not take any short trades. So using this ZLSMA indicator, we can avoid a lot of false signals given by this indicator. Now let's talk about the indicator that is in my first place in my indicator list, and this indicator is the supply and demand indicator created by ForexB. So we can go ahead and search for supply and demand indicator, and it is created by ForexB. It is a premium indicator, but it gives a lot of pinpoint entries and high risk to our ratio. So let me just hit apply, and this indicator will be applied to a chart. Now what's cool about this indicator is that it draws the supply and demand zones automatically on the chart, and it allows us to take pinpoint entries. For example, here you can see that there is the formation of this rally based drop supply zone, and after the formation of this supply zone, the market picked the pending orders from this supply zone here, and then after that there was a big bearish move in the market. So we can take a short position as soon as the supply zone forms, and let me just go ahead and put our entry here, and we can put our stop loss just above the high of the supply zone, and we can target any restore ratio between 3 and 4. So we can go here, and as you can see that our restore ratio is met, and here we can, once the 1-to-1 restore ratio is met, we would break even the trade. And here you can see that the restore ratio of this indicator is pretty awesome. As you can see, this is a 12 restore ratio trade, and also here is the formation of another supply zone, and again there is this pinpoint entry, and after that the market is giving this bearish move. So we can put our entry at the close of this supply zone here, and we can put our stop loss at the high of the supply zone, and we can target again 3 restore ratio. As you can see that this restore ratio is also met here, so this is again a very good trade. Now let's talk about how you can use this indicator to take long positions using the demand zone. As you can see, there is the formation of this demand zone, and at the close of this candle the indicator would notify us that there is the formation of this demand zone. So we can put our entry at the close of this candle, we can put our pending order at the high of this demand zone, and then on the very next candle the orders are picked. So our orders get picked, and as soon as the 1-to-1 restore ratio is met, we would break even the trade. And now as you can see, again the restore ratio of this trade is also pretty high, and you can use any strategy to decide your take profit level as well. So I hope you like this video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I would love to answer them. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll be back in the next video with some cool indicator review.